Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am going to be talking about something a bit different which might be helpful for some of you starting university in September, October, or for some of you that are finding keeping up with your work at uni a bit difficult and you just need some guidance on how to get on with your work and finish it. Get into the mood of doing your work consistently, getting it done and getting it finished. If you're not going to put the work in, you're not going to get a good result out, and working hard is the key to everything. My first tip is to take notes in class and learn to understand them, but if you're going to go back and you're not going to look at them notes ever again and you're not going to understand them, you're not going to do well in your exam and you're not going to do well in your coursework or written essay. When I've written out my notes from class, they're really messy and they're just in a normal notebook and they're really scribbly. I rewrite them out, so as I'm rewriting them out, either type them or write them out myself, depends on how I feel. As I'm retyping all of them out, I'm also going through them again. If you've written down something that the lecturer has said, or a word, or maybe a theory or something, do some research into some of the things that your lecturer has taught you about or mentioned. It's really going to help you for your exam or your coursework, because you can then show you that you've used your initiative to look up certain things and certain people, and you can include that into your essay and into your exams and you get a better mark. For my course, I get a reading every single week and you need to read them before you come to your next lecture. What I decided to do is, as soon as I finish my week 2 lecture and I have a reading to do for week 3, I will go home on that day and do the read. To get good content out of your readings to put into your essays and into your exams, what I like to do is I like to read through the readings once and then read it through again and highlight the most important parts. Also highlight and write down the things you don't understand. Definitely write down the words and what they mean. Like, go onto Google and type what does this word mean and write it down. If you don't understand a sentence, like a word is okay, you can just look it up, but if there is a paragraph or a sentence or a theory or idea that you've read from a philosopher, definitely go to your lecturer and ask them, what does this mean? Another important thing about the readings is always print them off or have them on your iPad or iPhone in a Word document. That is the one mistake that I've made so many times. I may have the notes with me, but most lecturers are going to say, okay, get this out, this reading out, we're going to go through it together. Another important thing about your lecture notes and your readings is keep them all together, whether that be in a file on your computer or you've printed them all out, all your notes. Keep them in weekly order. My third tip is to prioritize your time. I know this is such an easy thing to say, but it's such a hard thing to do. If you have work which is due on Wednesday and you have work that is due on a Friday, 100% common sense, just do the work first that is due on Wednesday, and you're going to be panicking Tuesday night or Wednesday morning. You're going to be like, oh my god, I haven't done it, it's taken longer than I thought, I should have started this earlier. And alternate the hours you do your work, so maybe for 2 hours do one piece and then have a break and then start 2 hours on another piece. And another thing you can do is make a timetable or a list. I love making lists and timetables and lots of different things to help me just finish things. When you have finished doing a reading or essay, when you get to cross it off or tick it or scribble it out, it feels so nice because you know you've done it, and then you can focus on the next thing. It's going to make you want to finish that to-do list and finish all your work. My fourth tip is sacrifices. Sometimes you're gonna have to sacrifice your social life. You're just gonna have to. Would you rather have a good grade at uni or have that one good night out, which you can mostly have another one in a few weeks time or in a few months time? My last one is a really simple one. Actually go to your lectures. Yes, okay, they might read off the PowerPoint. Yes, the PowerPoint is online and you can access it and it's exactly the same, but it's so important to go to your lecture. You're paying so much money, you might as well just go. You might miss something really important. People can be at uni and not go to one lesson at all and nobody's going to care. So definitely go to your lectures, because you're mostly missing out on such important things that other people are raising and that your lecture's talking about. So that's just a few tips for how to keep up with your uni work. These are the ones that I find work for me, and they're really simple to do, and once you're in that routine of doing the work as soon as you get it and then printing it all out and keeping it all together, like, it's gonna feel so much better. That's it for today. I hope it helps and I hope you take something from this and maybe realise maybe I should work harder at university. I've been paying a lot and not been doing much, but that's up to you. These are just some of my things that I find work. If you did like this video and you find it really helpful, just give it a like. Please subscribe, it would mean a lot. I really hope it helped, and I'll see you in my next video.